Here are the types of reliabilities with examples. The first one is test retest reliability, the degree to which a test gives consistent scores when administered on two separate occasions. For example, a researcher administers a personality test to a group of students and then re-administers the same test to the same students 6 months later. The results show a strong correlation between the two sets of scores. Second one is the inter-rater reliability, the degree to which different administrators or raters scores the test consistently. For example, the two psychologists evaluate the same set of behavioral observations and assign scores. The results show a high level of agreement between the two psychologists. Third is the internal consistency reliability. The internal consistency reliability is the degree to which different items on the test measures the same construct or concept. For example, a researcher develops a questionnaire to measure anxiety. The questionnaire consists of 10 items and the results show that all 10 items are highly correlated with each other. Fourth is the parallel form reliability. The definition, the degree to which two different forms of test measures the same construct or concept. A researcher develops two alternate forms of math tests. The results show that students who take form A scores similarly to students who take form B. Fifth one is the split half reliability, the degree to which two halves of a test measures the same construct or concept. A researcher develops a 20-item questionnaire and splits it into two 10-item halves. The results show that the two halves are highly correlated with each other. Sixth one is the Cronbach alpha reliability, which will be coming under the internal consistency. The statistical method for calculating internal consistency reliability. The researcher uses Cronbach alpha to evaluate the internal consistency of a 10 items questionnaire. The results show a Cronbach alpha's coefficient of 0.85 indicating high internal consistency. The seventh one is the inter-rater reliability, the degree to which a single rater scores the test consistently over time. A psychologist evaluates a set of behavioral observations on two separate occasions. You see, same scoring criteria. The results show a high level of agreement between the two evaluations. Tested retest reliability with alternate forms. The degree to which test yields consistent scores when administered on two separate occasions with different forms. Example, a researcher administers form A of a personality test to a group of students and then re-administers form B of the same test to the same students 6 months later. The results show a strong correlation between the two sets of scores. These examples illustrate how different types of reliability can be applied in various research and testing. Inter-item consistency. First one is the Drsnsrcas formula. Is a statistic of choice of for determining the inter-item consistency of dichotomous items, particularly or primarily those items that can be scored right or wrong, such as multiple choice items. RKR20 stands for Kudder-Richards formula 20 reliability coefficient. K is the number of items, the variance of total test score, P is the proportion of test takers who pass the item, Q is the proportion of people who fail in the item. Summation of PQ is the sum of PQ products over all the items. Coefficient alpha developed by Cronbach by others such as Kaiser, Michaels, Novick, and Lewis. The coefficient alpha may be thought as the mean of all possible split half correlation corrected by the Spearman-Brown formula, in contrast to KR20, which is proportionately used only on testers with dichotomous items. The coefficient alpha is appropriate for use on testers containing non-dichotomous items. So the Kunder-Richards formula can be used for the dichotomous item and coefficient alpha can be used for the non-dichotomous items. We can see the formulas of Kunder-Richards formula and also for calculating the coefficient alpha.